KFIT fam, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Chad. I am the owner here at Plates on Plates Fitness in Austin, Texas. And today, I'm bringing you another awesome example of the hybrid workouts that we do here at Plates on Plates. We do the high intensity interval training coupled with some functional fitness together, they meld together and make an awesome fat burning, strength building workout for you. So if this is your first time tuning in with us on our YouTube channel, thank you very much for hanging out with us. If you're no stranger to our YouTube channel, share this YouTube channel with a friend or family member so they're not strangers to it anymore. Sharing is caring, so do it. So how we're going to work today is pretty simple. We start off with a 5-minute AMRAP style warm-up. AMRAP meaning as many rounds or as reps as possible. However you want to look at it is totally fine. After the 5-minute warm-up, then we'll go into the workout. We'll talk about the workout as well. So today's workout happens to be 5 stations, Tabata style, meaning you have a little bit of a work interval and a rest interval. Okay? So just give you an idea, that's what we got going on. So let's get talking about the warm-up. So it's going to be right here on my right, your left. Here's the warm-up exercises. And they'll be there too throughout the whole warm-up so you can easily identify those where you're at and everything with it too. But as I demonstrate, I will put them at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen so you can access those too. Watch what's going on. That way while I demonstrate, you'll see how we work things. Okay? So, first things first, let's start demoing some of these exercises. We're going to start off with 20 jumping jacks. Now, very arbitrary, very easy. This is something just to get your heart rate moving, but sometimes it can be a little weird. I've seen some kind of weird stuff with jumping jacks, but it's just right here. You really want to start getting those shoulders opened up and make sure that you are using the balls of your feet to jump and not flat-footed, all weird, right? So give yourself a little bit of cushion there on your jumping jacks. 20 of those. That's going to get that heart rate elevated a little bit. Then we have 5 walkouts to a push-up. From the sides can be the best way to demonstrate this for you. So from the walkouts, I like to have my feet a little bit wider, more like shoulder width, personally. Here, I'm going to just hinge at the hips, get down as low as I can. I'm going to walk out here to push-up position, do my push-up, and then walk it right back to the top as far as I can. Try to keep my hands on the floor, and then walk it back out again. Push up, and like so. So it's really going to put some stretching on those hamstrings back there. And don't forget on your push-up, this is where you want your push-up to be. Not out here, bring those elbows in about a 45-degree angle. Cool? Okay. Then we have a 20-second down dog. So all we're going to do with the down dog is going to be kind of the same position we started off with the previous, with the walkouts. Just going to kind of walk it out to here in the high plank, and then just push things back. Push those hips up in the air a little bit, and get a good stretch as you go. About 20 seconds there. If you want to do an extra one after, you definitely can. Just get a good stretch in that. So open up those shoulders and get a good stretch in the hamstrings as well. Spider-Man lunges. 10 of those, 5 per side. Cool thing about this lunge, it's a really, really good stretch for the thoracic, which is the upper part of the chest up here. Okay, both sides, front, back. So whatever leg you want to start on is fine. We're just going to do 5 per side. So work on getting into a deep lunge. This back leg, you notice, is not touching the floor. I want a longer lunge than I normally would, right? Normally, on my lunges, I would be here, right? 90-90. But on this particular case, I want a little bit longer lunge. So I want to be here and then supporting this back leg a little bit. Whatever foot I have in front of me, my opposite hand is going to go to the floor. Now in front, they're pretty even across there. Then I'm just going to weave my other arm in between in and out. Keeping my back knee off the floor. Getting a good stretch both directions. Give me 5 per side. Then cruising into 5 awesome floppy burpees from the side. Here we're going to go down, out, up, 5 of those guys. And then 10 bootstrappers. And you're like, what in the heck is a bootstrapper? Let me show you. Now, disclaimer, I'm not as warmed up as I should be to demonstrate these. So your range of motion might be a little bit better than mine right now. So I'm just going to tell you. But what you want to do, I'm going to start from the side, is I want my feet about shoulder width apart. I want my feet right here. Okay? So I want a little bit wider than normal because I want to get nice and deep in the squat. So once I'm here, I'm going to squat down, hands down here, and I'm going to hold on to my feet in some way, shape, or form. This right here is, it's not comfortable, but it's not bad. Then what I'm going to do, while I'm holding onto my feet, is I'm just going to bring my hips up as far as I can to get a good stretch in those hamstrings, and then back down. So the object is to not let go of your feet. Up, stretch, back down. As you go through, you should open up those hips a little bit, and you should get a good stretch in those hamstrings. So that is the exercise that we're going to do for the 5-minute warm-up. So while you're getting everything together, getting your water bottle, everything you need, real quick, let me change over the timer, and then we'll get cranking. So I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. We got 10 seconds. 10 seconds, and we're going to start this warm-up right here. 20 jumping jacks. Get wide with those. Open up those shoulders. 20 quality jumping jacks. 5 walkouts to a push-up. Remember on those push-ups? This is where I want your hands and your elbows, right here. Let's work on that. Knees or toes is fine on the push-ups. Just get a good stretch back to the top on your walkout. Again, hinging at the hips for those walkouts. And walk back in. And then your 20 seconds of a down dog, starting off in a high plank. And just pushing those hips up into the air, getting a good stretch in those shoulders, in those hamstrings. You can rock your feet back a little bit, like so. To get a little extra stretch if you'd like to. Then 10 of your Spider-Man lunges. That's going to be 5 per side on those. Don't forget 5 per side on those Spider-Man lunges. Just 5 per side. Get a good long stretch, a long lunge. You want that back leg pretty good ways back so you're not tempted to put your knee on the floor. Elevate that knee a little bit. Engage that core. Make sure you breathe in and out, top to bottom. 5 per side. You'll probably see that one side maybe a little bit tighter than the other, and that's okay. And then your 5 burpees. 5 floppy burpees. Chest and thighs touch the floor. Use those hips to get off the floor. Turn it into a very modified frog thrust when you come up. Just get those feet behind so you pop straight up into the air. 5 burpees, and 10 of the bootstrappers. Remember on the bootstrappers, you have your hands under your feet, holding on to the top of your feet, whatever's good for you, that's fine. But you want to maintain that, your hands on your feet at all times with those. And only go as high as you can. Right, we're going to work on getting a little bit more stretch each and every round, okay? You've got 2 minutes left. Tree back to the top. Jumping jacks, walkouts, do a push-up. Down dog, Spider-Man lunges, burpees, and more of the bootstrappers. Keep moving, y'all. This warm-up is going to set your tone for the workout. So if you're moving, constantly moving, and you're getting a good intensity out of the warm-up, you're going to transition that into the workout when your intensity level is going to be up as well. So treat the warm-up like you would the workout. That same intensity level, okay? You want to start ramping that up a little bit. Try to get as much work in as you can in 5 minutes. Quality though, 1 minute. Quality work. I will take quality over quantity any time. That should be your mantra as well. Quality over quantity. As you get better at these movements, your quantity will go up because your quality is better. Those two correlate with each other. They really, really do. 30 seconds. All right, y'all, 20 seconds. Remember, we work buzzer to buzzer, ding to ding, beat to beat, whatever you want to call it. Start to finish. So you're not done to the last beat. 5 seconds. Perfect. Awesome job, y'all. All right, so let me go turn this thing down, switch things over real quick, and I'll be right back. We'll talk about the workout. Alrighty, y'all, I'm back. Hope you had a couple minutes or so. Actually just a few seconds, really, to rest so we can talk about the workout. So the workout today is going to be a Tabata style. Like we talked about before, if you watch these videos and everything, Tabata is going to be a work-rest interval. And they can vary, okay? Today, our work-rest interval is 35 seconds of work and 12 seconds of rest. So not much rest, but a pretty good chunk of work, okay? So that's how it's going to work today. There's going to be 5 different stations. Each station has 2 exercises, and you're just going to go back and forth to each exercise. So each exercise is done 4 times. Okay, you with me so far? So if you look over here to my right, on your left, you'll see what we have going on here. So for instance, starting on station 1, because we're all going to start together, floppy plank poppers. And obviously I'm going to demonstrate these plank poppers for you here directly. You start off with floppy plank poppers. You got 35 seconds of just all-out work, boom, boom, boom. Cool. 35 seconds of work is done, 12 seconds of rest, right into flutter kicks. Flutter kicks are done, 35 seconds, back to the top. You see where I'm going with this, right? Back and forth, back and forth. I will let you know where you're at pretty much with everything, what part of the round you're in, the whole 9 yards. Okay, so there's no guesswork involved. So this is going to be up for just another second or so. You can kind of look at it, what's going on here. And as I demonstrate the exercises, I'll put them in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, just like I did for the warm-up. And as the workout is going, the station that we're on, the exercise will be right down here in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen as well. So you'll always have access to what exercises that you're doing at any given time. Cool? Cool. Floppy plank poppers. This can be done a couple different ways. It can be done with a box. It can be done without. It can be done box-wise. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But let's start off with just straight up on the floor plank poppers. Okay? So what I'm going to start off with is, let's see, I think I'm going to start from the front so you kind of see what's going on. So I'm going to start off high on my plank, okay? So tall plank. When I go floppy, think of a burpee, and I go to the floor, I want my feet to come out. And then I'm going to kick back up to the top. So, work with me on this. I'm going to start off here, high plank, down, that's my floppy, up. From the side, high plank. Right here. Now, if I wanted to add a little bit of fun to it, because I'm all about adding fun to things, I can add a box or something that's elevated for my feet. Here, I think that's about perfect for me. So I will start off again with my feet on top of the box. I'm going to come down. I've just got an elevated space for my feet. That's all. Simple as that. So we have that as an option for those guys. Floppy plank poppers. Flutter kicks are next. Flutter kicks, just going to be on our backs. Just going to have it quick, right? 12 seconds is not much rest in between exercises. You got to go back and forth fairly quickly. Flutter kicks, I like my hands underneath my butt right there, my lower back. Shoulders off the floor, I'm pulling myself up with my elbows. That's kind of where I'm focusing on. And I'm just going to be right here for my flutter kicks. So if you want to go nice and high, you can. If you want to keep it low and go a little faster, you can do that too. Just keep those shoulders off the floor. And keep those feet off the floor. But with those legs out nice and straight and not here. All the work is here. That gets that core engaged. Those are your flutter kicks. Now, burpees are on round 2, on station 2 I should say. We just did burpees in the warm-up. I think y'all got burpees down pretty good. Okay? Then I'll just go into sit-ups real quick. Sit-ups. Only thing we need to work on sit-up wise is our shoulders passing our hips. Meaning, from this position here on the floor to this position here. I like the butterfly style with my feet touching in the middle of my body. That way I can get that full range of motion either direction. You can have your feet like so. Just it kind of limits your range of motion. That's all. But just make sure you go up as high as you can and not stopping right here. That's really just a giant crunch. We'll have plenty of those here in a little bit. All right, so those are your sit-ups. While I'm down here, I will demonstrate mountain climbers on station number 3. Mountain climbers, starting with a high plank, we're just driving those knees straight ahead, in between our arms, right here. Keeping that back as flat as you can, and pushing up through those shoulders. We just don't want to be down like this or anything. We want to be fully engaged with our shoulders. Reverse crunch is next. Again, on the reverse crunch, I like to have my hands underneath my butt a little bit. I'm going to start off here. Keep my legs as straight as I can. And then kicking up. You just want to engage those abs. Kick up just a little bit to get those abs engaged. That's all you really, really need to do. Next, on station number 4, narrow push-ups. So you know, our regular push-up is like this. Our hands are going to be still under our shoulders in this area. On a narrow push-up, my elbows are back about a 45-degree angle. On a narrow push-up, my hands are the same, they're not coming in, I'm just going to turn them a little bit with my elbows in by my side. So the top of your arm, the upper part of your arm, should be rubbing against your rib cage. So you should be able to see it pretty good from the front. Here, as you notice, I'm not getting my hands really any narrower. I'm just pulling my elbows in and keeping those guys locked in place by my side. Okay? So you're just going to turn your elbows in just a little bit. Knees are fine. We're still going to follow the same rules that we would for a regular push-up. We're just going to be on our knees. Star jumpers will complete station 4. Star jumper, we're going to start off at the top. It's going to basically combine like a narrow squat into a jumping jack. Starting off with a narrow squat. Y'all can do it. If I can do it, y'all can do it. Worst case, you can always turn those into just normal, everyday jumping jacks. But at least start off with some star jumpers for the first round or two. Promise? Alright. Station number 5. The last station, bicycle crunches. We've done these before. I believe most of y'all have seen these. Bicycle crunch. I don't want to really pull my head up. I really want to focus on getting those abs really working for me. So I want to be kind of a hollow position here. So be deliberate with those. By the time you get here, your core may be a little bit on the sore side. You may not be all into that 100%, but do the very best you can by meeting yourself kind of in the middle with that. You don't need to go really, really fast. In fact, I want you to go and take it a little bit slower with those. A lot of times people end up like this, and if you really think about it, you're not really working much on there, okay? So really focus on getting those abs engaged as you work through. And then hands to elbow frog thrust. So we've done the hands to elbow planks, right? And we've done frog thrusts. We're just putting both in together. So hands to elbow plank, of course, will look like this. Down, down, up, up. And then we're going to add the frog thrust to it. Down, down, up, up. Frog thrust. Frog thrust, you want those feet as close to those hands as possible up there. So there's your 5 stations. There's your 10 exercises. Get everything ready that you need. This is a total, looks like 100% body weight stuff, meaning you should be able to just, crank that intensity level up. The first round or so that you're doing these, be deliberate. Make sure you have the form down good and start cranking that intensity up as you get warmer and warmer. Okay? So, hang tight. I'm going to go set everything up, and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, 10 seconds. Starting off with what's in here in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Floppy plank poppers. 35 seconds of floppy plank poppers. Floppy plank poppers. You want to take them up, like I said, on a box, on a chair, on the couch, whatever you want to do. Make it your own on that. Couch may be a little bit tough. I would probably do some sort of a chair where we have room on both sides. Okay? 5 seconds, y'all, all the way to the end. Alright. Flip it over. It's time for flutter kicks. Keep those legs straight. You should be fluttering like this and not like this. Flutter kicks. And go, go, go. y'all, 15 seconds. 5 seconds. Alright, y'all, back to the top. Floppy flank poppers, just flip it over into that high plank position. You don't have much time, so get going. Floppy flank poppers, and go, go, go. Make them count. Get that good flop. Use those hips to get you out of that flop. Hips and core. You're going to push up too. So it's kind of a modified burpee as far as this part of it. 10 seconds. Alright, y'all, flip it back over on your back. Flutter kicks times 2, second part. Round 2, station 1. Go, go, go. All right, 10 seconds. All right, back to the top. Flip it over. Floppy flank poppers. This is all designed to get that intensity level up here. Don't keep it down here. It's time to start cranking those things out. Seconds. All right, y'all. Flip it over. This is the bottom of the third round with your flutter kicks. Flutter kicks. Lower halfway. 10 seconds. All the way to the end. All right, back to the top. This is the last round of station number 1 already. Time flies, y'all. Floppy flank poppers all the way to the end. It's gonna suck, but work through it, push through it, move through it. 15 seconds. Keep moving. Not done yet. 5 seconds. All right, flutter kicks. Last are the flutter kicks. Boom, there it is, right here. If those abs aren't screaming at you, you're not doing it right. Those abs should be like, dude, I'm done. No, you're not. Gotta work those abs. You got 15 seconds. Get as many more reps as you can. Either keep them moving at a fast pace, nice and low, or make them ginormous. Either way you go, keep working. Alright, y'all. 1 minute of rest. 1 minute of rest. Then you're going to get into burpees and sit-ups. Good old burpees, good old sit-ups. Awesome combination there. Figure out how you want to do your sit-ups. Butterfly style, like I said, works the best for me. I feel like I have a better range of motion in those. I can activate my core a little bit better. So you got 20 seconds to get ready for burpees. How many burpees can you get in 35 seconds? You're about to find out. You got 10 seconds to figure it out. Go with your bad self on those burpees. Make every single one of those burpees count. No half burpees. A little over halfway through. 10 seconds. Alright, y'all, flip it over. Sit-ups. Now, if you want to add weight to your sit-up, you can. I'll leave that up to you. But if you do, keep it close to your chest here and not out in front of you. That's a little bit of the cheating side. Sit-ups. Add weight, but keep it close if that's what you want to do. Put it out in front of you, that's going to be a little extra help. Halfway. 10 seconds. Alright, y'all, rest. Back into burpees. 35 seconds of burpees, 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 burpees. Halfway. 5 seconds. Awesome work. Keep it moving, y'all. Keep it moving. Time for some rest. We're going to kick it back up. Now, sit-ups. Cruising through those sit-ups. Seconds of sit-ups. We had our sit-up challenge last month, so those of you who participated in these sit-ups, y'all should be on fire with those sit-ups right now. Absolutely on fire with them. Alright, rest. Back into burpees. Burpees, 35 seconds of burpees, and we did burpees back in February for our 1 minute challenge. So again, y'all should be like experts at this stuff. Absolute experts. 10 seconds. Alright, rest, and it's sit-up time. Second to the last sit-ups. And go. Get that full range of motion in those sit-ups, my friends. Full range of motion in those sit-ups. All the way to the top. Activate that core. Make sure those shoulders pass those hips. You should know they do or not. You can feel it. I promise. Halfway. 10 seconds. Last of the burpees, coming up in 5 seconds. And crush them. Kill those burpees. Get them out of the way. Say hasta la vista to the burpees. You've only got another 23 seconds of them. And they are done for the workout. 10 seconds. Alright, y'all. 12 seconds of rest. And sit-ups are next. Finish off with those sit-ups. Keep moving through those sit-ups. Crank out those sit-ups now. Seconds. Get those last sit-ups in all the way to the very final beat. That's it. Alright. Rest. 1 minute. Then you have mountain climbers and reverse crunches. Keep those shoulders activated in those mountain climbers. You're going to be at a high plank. Make sure they stay. Push the ground away from you on those mountain climbers. On those reverse crunches, keep those legs straight, down, and straight up to the ceiling. You've got 20 seconds before mountain climbers start. 10 seconds. And go. Mountain climbers it is. Drive those knees straight ahead. Keep that back nice and flat. Seconds. Alright, I'll flip it over to reverse crunches. Reverse crunches, exactly what it sounds like. Alright, reverse crunches, 35 seconds worth. Keep those shoulders on the floor and keep those feet off the floor, nice and low. Get in that hollow position. Back to mountain climbers. And go, go, go. Drive those knees straight up. reverse crunches. And kick it. Reverse crunches. As we'll have a little bit of a rest on the next station. So make sure you're working really good on this one. 10 seconds. All right, y'all rest. Get ready for mountain climbers. Second to the last round of mountain climbers. And give. Find a beat you can do this to. This might be a good song for that. Halfway. 10 seconds. All right, y'all, reverse crunches. And go. Bottom of round 3. Seconds of those reverse crunches. There you go. Alright. Last of the mountain climbers. And go, go, go. Halfway. 10 seconds. Get those last reps in. Do not stop to the last beat. Alright, y'all. Flip it over. Reverse crunches. In 5. Go. Last of the reverse crunches and 1 minute of rest in your direction. Earn that rest right here. Seconds. And rest. Awesome work. You're 3/5 of the way through the workout. That's more than halfway. That's a good thing. Y'all are right on time. Whatever that means to you. But you are. You're right on time. Keep going like you're going. Y'all are doing awesome. Coming up next, narrow push-ups. So really, really focus on keeping your hands right at shoulder width, but bring those elbows in a little bit. The upper part of your arm should be rubbing against your side. Right here, against your ribs. That's how tight you want everything. Knees or toes. I suggest starting on your knees. Get kind of used to it. Going to your toes. 10 seconds for narrow push-ups. And go, narrow push-ups. halfway.
Yeah, they're living a good life.
10 seconds.
See what she's going through.
And then we're going to go into star jumpers.
They're driving fast cars, but they don't know where they're going.
Alright, remember the star jumpers, you're going to be a narrow squat,
In your
down,
living life without knowing.
and into a jumping jack at the top.
I wish that I could be like
A true jumping jack way up.
they see.
Star jumpers.
I wish that I could be like the cool kids, like the cool kids. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids
Halfway.
get it. I wish that I could be like the cool
After 2 or 3 rounds of the star jumpers, if you need to focus on putting some jumping jacks in there and switch things over, you can. But right now, star jumpers. And rest. Back into narrow push-ups. Knees or toes, remember, is okay as long as you have this. Focus on those triceps. Those guys want to help you out. They like to know. They're just cool like that. They don't get much love, so they need to help out.
cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids they seem to fit in. I wish that
Halfway.
be like the cool kids, like the cool kids. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, 'cause all
5 seconds.
they seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like
Alright, y'all, get ready for star jumpers again. The quicker you do them, the quicker you get them over with.
be like the cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids they seem to
Star jumpers. Nice and low in that squat. Explode out of that. Ten seconds. All right. Back into narrow push-ups. Narrow push-ups.
I wanted the fame, but not the cover of newsfeed. Oh well, guess beggars can't be choosy. Wanted to receive attention from my music. Wanted to be left alone, a couple excuse me. But wanting my cake and eat it too. And wanting it both ways, fame made me a balloon. Cause my ego inflated when I flew see. But it was confusing, cause all I wanted to do was be the Bruce Lee.
Halfway.
Abuse me. Use it as a tool when I blew steep. Hit the lottery, ooh wee. But pick what I get or forget was bittersweet. It's like winning and use me. I'm lying cause I think I'm getting so huge I need a shrink. I'm beginning to lose sleep. 1 sheet, 2 sheet, going cuckoo and cookie is cookie. But I'm actually weirder than you think. Cause I'm
All right, y'all. Back into star jumpers. Come on, y'all. Get one more round of star jumpers in, please. You got this. Come on. This is the bottom of the 3. We only got 1 round left after this. And then we're going to be into our 5th station. Almost there. We only got 15 seconds.
no, I ain't much of a poet, but I know somebody once told me to seize the moment and don't squander it. Cause you never know when it all could be over tomorrow.
5 seconds.
Sometimes I wonder where these thoughts come from.
And narrow push-ups. Narrow push-ups. Alright, y'all, that's it. Last of the narrow push-ups. Make them all count. Focus on keeping that core engaged. Keep those elbows nice and tight to your side. Focus on the mechanics of the movement. Engage as many muscle groups as you can to help you with it. 15 seconds. Alright, rest y'all. Star jumpers, the last of the star jumpers. If you make it through 3 rounds, I promise you can make it through 1 more. Here we go. Kick those star jumpers, guys and gals, friends, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and gals. Halfway. 10 seconds. Put those last 3 reps in. Rest is coming. Here it is. Rest, 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 rest. You are 80% done with this workout today. We will have 1 minute of a finisher. Bicycle crunches, again, make them very deliberate with your bicycle crunches. Do not get ahead of yourself on this. Right? Take you a minute, but get used to that routine. And shoot elbow frog thrust, same thing. Take your time with it. Ten seconds, bicycle crunches. And go. All y'all, 10 seconds. Get those abs moving. They should be on absolute fire right now. If they are, that's a good thing. 12 seconds of rest, hands to elbow, and then add a frog thrust at the top again. Hands, hands, elbow, elbow, and hand, frog thrust. Don't start the frog thrust. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand, frog thrust. You know what I mean. Watch me do it a couple times.
Come on now, who do you think you are?
10 seconds. Alright, 12 seconds of rest, my friends. Back to bicycle crunches. Bicycle crunches. Don't let the pain make you stop. I know you're going to want to. You got to work through as much of that as you can. Those abs need some strength. Those abs need love. And you're giving them love, I promise. They don't know that, but you are. 10 seconds. Just trying to help them out, make them stronger. Take some of that pressure off your lower back. That's what this guy does. That's what this whole front portion does for you. And rest. Hands to elbow frog thrust are coming up. And you're almost halfway through the last station. That is so awesome. Hands to elbow frog thrust. Seconds. Rest, rest, rest. All right, halfway through the final station. Bicycle crunches. Come on, you can do it. Halfway, y'all, halfway. It's gonna fly by. Just keep on moving. Take the breaks as we do, as we need to. From beat to beat, right now we should be taking rest. Hands to elbow frog thrust coming up. Here we go. Hands to elbow frog thrust. Take it to the last one. Seconds. And rest. Last of the bicycle crunches coming up. I want you to be very deliberate. I say that a lot. That's what I really like to see. Isolate those abs. Keep them engaged. Halfway. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And rest. Last of the hands to elbow frog thrust. The very last one. And then we'll talk about the quick finisher. Go, go, go. All the way to the end, y'all. Do not stop. Halfway. All right, y'all. This is it. All the way to the end. And you're done. Take a breath. One set. All right, y'all. So, finisher for today, and for basically the month of April, is going to be our 1-minute push-up challenge. So the push-ups, really quick key points to remember, as I want your hands right at about shoulder width, and I want your elbows back roughly a 45-degree angle. This is where I want the push-up to take place. Whether it be from your toes or from your knees, this isn't going to change. Just your fulcrum, your pivoting point is the only thing changing between the two. We're not going to go wide. We're not going to come in narrow. We're not going to do this with chicken wings. We're going to bring them here because we want to incorporate our lats into the movement, right? The more we go out here, lots of pressure on the shoulders, only half the muscles are working that you really want to work, and it does you no good to be out like this, right here. So quick tutorial, hands underneath, high plank, to the floor, top. That is it. Find a spot. Get ready. I'm going to crank this thing up. We're going to turn it over, and I'll give you about another maybe 10 seconds or so, 15 seconds to get ready, and we'll get it cranked up. One sec. All right, y'all, 10 seconds. Get ready for those push-ups. Get ready for those push-ups. And go, 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 go. Solid push-ups all the way through. push-ups, looking good. Don't let that form break down. If you start feeling it break down, you stop, shake it off, come back to it. Form. We want awesome form for this. Good structure. 20 seconds left. Keep going, y'all. 10 seconds. 5. Done. All right, y'all. So, awesome job as always. So, thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with us here at Plates on Plates on our YouTube channel. Again, if you're a subscriber, love you. If you're not, and somebody shared this with you, subscribe to us. So you kind of get updates as soon as we upload another video. You know what's going on. You get alerted to it, and you can start picking and choosing what workout you want to do. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We're all out there, and right now we're all in this together. So I appreciate y'all watching this. I love bringing you as much content as possible. And again, share. So if you have some friends or family, maybe in another part of the country, another part of the world, YouTube travels everywhere. Share the love, share the gift of fitness, just like we would like to share everything with you. Again, thank you very much. Make it a great day because only you can. And until next time, bye y'all.